scenario right now. We're just chilling, we're vibing, we're going on vacation now. It's gonna be great. Nice, yeah, same here, dude. Yeah, Jungle Beach is my jam, 100%. It just feels good to be in those areas more so. Like, who goes to Garlemald to just hang out? Oh my god. That's so good.
Thank you for coming today.
Isn't it crazy how popular these guys are?
Welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Festival 2023 in London. My
They
name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV.
Yoshi P is like a rock star in the video game world. People get so excited to see him. Like, he's he helps run the company, and people go and get photos with him and like have meet and greets and get signatures from him. Like, it's such a bizarre world that we live in. Like, I feel like if I ran into Ian Hazacostas from Blizzard, I would be excited to see him and say hello and get a picture and stuff like that. I think I would. But I think Yoshi P almost being like, let's be honest, he's like Jesus Christ in the Final Fantasy 14 universe. He has his own fucking character in the game that gives you access to different quests and some special events and stuff like that. But because he kind of like helped turn the game around after for a realm reborn and shit like that. He never asked if we have phones. True. In saying that, if they released a Final Fantasy 14 mobile game, I would play it. I probably would, if it was good. I love the outfit. Yeah, it's so sick. Like, they probably have a professional team doing it, but what they normally do when they're teasing the expansion, he normally wears a t-shirt of some sort that is meant to be a clue as to what the next class that is coming in is. And this is like the first time we're seeing the class, and he's cosplaying as the main character, as that class. And it just looks so sick every time.
That said, some of you are probably wondering, where's Kate? What did Koji do with Kate? It's okay. Kate is back in Japan working with the team overtime to make sure that the game comes out in summer of 2024. So for now, you're stuck with me.
Oh, that's a cool shirt. Koji's great. Koji's amazing. He's so funny, but man, just shave it off, man. He wore the t-shirt at NA Fan Fest, had TMNT on it. Yeah, so it was like Leonardo, right? With the two swords. People were saying that, like, oh, it's going to be this class from this Final Fantasy, like, 3.5 from 12 years ago or something like that, because it has, like, a turtle ability or something. I guess they were wrong, right? Unless this class has a turtle ability, and that's what they're referencing. But, I don't know. I'm sure that they'll do a showcase of what their abilities are and stuff like that. People think it's a hint to Green Mage? Yeah, right. Well, I don't... He's got two swords. Leonardo has two swords. I'm curious. We won't really know until they tell us what the second class is. And I would assume that from what you have just said, they don't reveal what the second class is. Yet. That's my guess.
同時に通訳をお願いしてます。日本の皆さんも、それから配信を見ている全世界の非課線の皆さんよろしくお願いします。All right, that's right. Kate is hard at work back in Japan, and we thought that since Koji was going to be here with the Primals, we'd just try to get our money's worth. So, 改
改めて皆さんこんにちは、お久しぶりです。欧州ロンドン帰ってこれて本当に嬉しいです。
All right, it's great seeing you all again, and I'm so happy to be back in the UK.
さて、北米に続いて開催となるファンフェスティバル2023、2024、今回は欧州ロンドンからお届けしてまいります。
Okay, so now coming hot off the heels of our most recent fan festival in North America, we are excited to kick off the festivities here in London.
前回は北米でしたが、今回ようやく欧州にも帰ってこれました。欧州のプレイヤーの皆さんとお会いできて本当に嬉しいです。
All right, after seeing the fans again in Las Vegas, I've been really looking forward to seeing our fans here in Europe.
It's a lot of belt.
Thank you. そして改めて、Q14 から数えて
It reminds me specifically of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
13年、そして新生14、今年でついに10周年となります。これまでの本当にたくさんのサポートありがとうございます。改めてお礼を申し上げます。
All right, so we've come a long way in the 13 years since the launch of 1.0 and the 10 years since the relaunch of A Realm Reborn. And we couldn't have made it this far without you. It's been an amazing journey, and you have my deepest thanks for joining us along the way.
Jesus, imagine talking to a crowd that large.
僕の開幕基調講演からスタートしてまいりたいと思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
And so now, without further ado, I'd like to officially kick off the keynote address. Yoshida-san, what's with the...
Oh, cool.
気になる。
What a beautiful poster.
確かにね、トレーラーに出てましたね。これと同じ格好の光の戦士ね。
All right, it kind of looks like what our Warrior of Light was wearing in the trailer.
まあ僕も50歳になったので、そろそろコスプレは勘弁してほしいっていうふうにスタッフに言ったんですけど、まあどうしてもやれと。
So now I just turned 50 years old this year, and I'm getting a little old for cosplay, but the dev team wouldn't take no for an answer, so...
He's 50 years old. He's 50 years old? I thought, actually, like... I guess that kind of makes sense. I thought he was, like, late 30s or early 40. He's so energetic as well. It's not like you hit 50 and then you're just like, you're fucking... you're dead or anything. There's no such thing as too old for cosplay. That is true. Yeah, true. 10 years since Realm Reborn. Yeah.
今スクリーンに映ってるこの、新しい CG イラスト、パッケージデザインになる予定です。ぜひ覚えておいてください。
All right, so with that, let's move on to our first piece of information. First, you have this great artwork up here. This is the package artwork. And, dun-dun.
Hell yeah, man.
では最初にですね、まだ絶賛開発中なのでお見せできるアクションそんなに多くはないんですが、イメージをつかんでいただくために動画をご用意してます。
And our first new information is about the new job. And as always, rather than have me talk about it, let's give you an exclusive sneak peek with this video showing the job in action. Roll it.
Oh, sick. Yeah, it looks like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Cool. Kind of like a little rapid fire there. That's cool. And then the double-sided blade. Has like some sort of power-up thing. Ooh. That's pretty sick. Viper.
黄金のレガシー新ジョブ第1弾名前をバイパーと
2-minute
言います
cooldown.
二刀流の近接メレー DPS です
Alright, so the first of our 2 new jobs being released with Dawntrail is the dual-wielding melee DPS Viper.
That's fucking cool.
バイパーはファイナルファンタジー14完全オリジナルジョブとなってます
Viper is a Final Fantasy XIV original.
世界
It's pretty unique. Like, I don't know any other MMO that really does it. Like, when I see this, I think of Zoro from One Piece. Seems like a pirate job. Well, that kind of just goes hand in hand with what I just said. Become the greatest swordsman of all time. But I guess, like, it's like samurais there too, you know? I don't know. But it fucking looks cool. I wonder if you have the blades on your back or, like, down by your waist. Attack on Titan vibes? True. Yeah, all the belts and the leather and stuff like that. Darth Maul, to be honest. I guess it's got a lot of inspiration from a few different areas. But, like, I mean, I could consider that as my new main. I mean, I don't know. It is pretty sick. I don't know. This is something I'm gonna have to sit on for a little bit. Because I was going to talk about my train of thought in terms of content and stuff like that coming up in the near future. Leading up to Final Fantasy expansion, and then obviously when the expansion drops, gonna be all over it again. But I got a bit of time to think about it, and I feel like I'll talk about how I feel and my plan of action. Yeah, fair enough. But this looks fucking sick. I bet casters are really annoyed.
So it was designed to cater to those players around the world who have been asking for a new dual-wield job that's different from Ninja.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
この黄金のレガシーに向けて、完全新規で企画開発が進んできてます。
And it was designed specifically for Dawntrail.
アートにも CG にもありますが、今僕が装備しているこのデザインがジョブ専用装備となってます。
And as you can see here in the art, and from what was shown in the video, and what I am wearing, this is the Viper's job-specific gear.
Yep, so I'm guessing it wears leather. They do,
Alright,
don't
so
they?
let's take a closer look at the Viper's characteristics.
I mean, they'd have the best of the best creating them. They're probably like movie level props. Yeah. Like if they were to make a Final Fantasy movie that was live action, I would assume that they would pretty much use those. The lead DPS, obviously.
DPS で装備枠は忍者と同じデックス命令という区分になってます。
So the Viper's role is melee DPS, with the gear type falling under the dexterity melee category, or the same as Ninja.
二刀流武器というこの専用の武器を使うことになります。
And Vipers will utilize dual blades that are unique to the job.
クリックしてね。対応クラスは存在していないので、最初からジョブの状態で使用可能です。
And of course, Viper will not have any required class. You'll start with the job.
Cool.
条件使う条件は黄金のレガシーの、権利を所有していることといずれかのジョブレベルが80になって
I forgot how it works with ultimates, but if, say you're playing like a Reaper, right, and you go back and you do Uwu, can you go and play Uwu as a Reaper? It's just that you can't, like you get like locked to a level and stuff like that, an item level. but you won't get the token for the ultimate weapon appearance, right? Because one of the things I was going to talk about is like ultimates and stuff like that, and it's like that would be a really sick class to main and whatnot. But you wouldn't be able to go back and do ultimates and shit like that and get any weapons for them. Like you could probably play the ultimates and then like beat them as that class. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a while. You can do old ultimates as new jobs, but there's no weapons for them. Thank you so much. That's what I thought.
そしてジョブの取得場所クエストの開始地はウルダハを予定してます
And the starting location for the job quest will be Ulda.
まあ、黄金のレガシースタートに際して条件さえ整っていればすぐに使用可能になりますので、バイパーで、メインクエスト進めていただくのも良いかと思います
And again, the job should be available immediately at Dawntrail's launch, as long as the aforementioned prerequisites are cleared. So if you want to play the whole Dawntrail main scenario as a Viper, you can do that.
続いてじゃあそのバトルイメージちょっと見ていきたいと思います
All right, let's talk about the battle concept.
バイパーはこの特徴として二刀流武器を使用しますが
So a Viper will use a pair of one-handed blades to attack their foes.
これを用いたこの二刀流の攻撃とさらにこのブレードを合体させた合体剣という攻撃2つ、持ってます
But they can also combine these blades in a single two-handed weapon to deal heavier blows.
そして特徴的なのがですね常時ヘイストがかかっているジョブになるために攻撃頻度かなり高いジョブになります
So in addition to dealing swift attacks that are so fast that they feel like they already have haste cast on them,
今回、まだ開発中ということで、アクションまだまだ少ないんですが、自己強化することで、先ほどねオーラをまとってましたがそういった強力な、DPS を出せる状態という特殊なモードも用意されてます
and so a Viper also has the ability to summon this special power to temporarily enhance themselves. Kind of like you saw with that aura that they had in the trailer. So basically, you're getting that extra DPS.
ウェポンスキルの間にアビリティを挟む頻度というのも非常に高いことを想定しているのでかなりスタイリッシュかつ操作頻度が高いジョブとして、現在開発が進んでます
So Viper is a technically demanding yet highly stylish melee job that affords frequent opportunities for players to execute various abilities in between the weapon skills.
Cool.
ご期待に添えるように、開発を進めておりますのでどうぞこの新ジョブバイパーご期待ください
All right, the development team is working hard to create something that lives up to your high expectations, so please look forward to it.
ありがとうございます
That sounds sick. One thing is with like these super complicated classes, is like they still have to balance out their DPS output and whatnot. So it's like if they make it more complex, like I can see the appeal in like having more fun and hitting buttons and learning a class and getting better and better at it. But then when it's like you're up against someone else that just like has a 4-button rotation or something like that, surely, like I wonder how black mages feel.
今のバトルのイメージの説明を踏まえてもう一度先ほどの動画、流してみたいと思います
All right, so now with all of that I've just explained in mind, let's take one more look at that video. Roll it.
He's gonna play the same video again. Yeah. The more difficult the rotation, the higher the damage should be. I agree. Effort equals damage. I strongly agree. But I reckon those classes that like have an easier rotation, would have more like utility. You know, it's like you know, you bring a certain class like red mage for their revives and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like have this class come up and be available, and those people can just pop the fuck off, and then other people can have more simplistic ones that also add value in a different way. And like, you know, and like let's be real, Final Fantasy already kind of works that way, but I feel like, you know, those classes that are more complicated, like Ninja and Black Mage, and maybe this one, depending on how complicated they make it, I feel like it would be fun and almost like your own personal challenge to like master how to play the class, you know? That would be cool.
このコスプレすごくてですね、武器ちゃんと合体するんです。
Oh my god, it
You did a really
works.
great job with the cosplay.
あんまりやると飾りが取れそう。
Yeah, you should hold off. It's gonna break. Don't break it. Be careful. Calm down.
もちろんこの